go.
You know what? The thing is, look, people pass a lie detector test all the time who are lying. So it's only cheating if you believe it's cheating.
I think that's why.
And if you're married, it's cheating.
So what do you say to a woman who says, you got to be sick if you're in a happy relationship, you're committed to me or a woman, and you cheat, you're sick. What do you say to a woman who declares you sick because you do something like that as a man?
I mean, that's here's the thing. What have I said to this woman? Have I told her she's the only one? I'm not having sex with any other women, or did she assume that? You know what I'm saying? I dealt with a chick, one of the last couple of chicks I dealt with, really, really smart chick. She was non-committal, and I didn't want her to commit, but she was very careful with her language to let me know that, hey, I like you and I'm fucking you, but this ain't it. So I understood, okay, when I'm not with this bitch, she's searching for somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're somebody like that and you communicate clearly, how can I be sick if I'm communicating in a way where you understand? But if I'm being deceptive, deception is something, and I didn't mean to cut you off. Deception is something that a lot of people seem to think isn't lying. If you're being deceptive or omitting important information, you're just as bad as a nigga that's a bold-faced ass lie.
Omitting is lies of omission are probably more.
They're probably
powerful.
worse. You know what I'm saying? Because your intent is to deceive me. Why? So why be interpersonally cool with somebody or dealing with a woman, and then you want to deceive them in any way? That's to me, that's not fair. It's very selfish. It's very illogical.
Well, it's not fair. It is illogical. But when it comes to men, we all know dealing with women, you don't necessarily get what you would like by being upfront, because you'll quickly run into a case of keeping it real goes wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't think it's right, but I think most dudes are not very honest with their intent with a woman, even though a woman says, just tell me, you never know what I could accept. If you would have just told me, I would have.
I agree, but I think you're right. And I think another part of it is this, like, if you just don't say nothing, to me, that's not omitting. But if you say something and your language is to deceive me, then that's omitting. So like, if you're fucking with another bitch and it never comes up, to me, that's not an issue. But if you paint the picture to a woman like you're the only one that says, all I'm doing is all about you. Right. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the coward shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Well, DeJuan is married. This nigga damn near married. So they took an oath, nigga. Right. Knights of Templar. We gonna fight them. We gonna fight against the infidels until we die. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't married, so it's like a woman is really only entitled to the questions she asks as far as information.
Well, I see it like it's just something different about once you get married. Like looking back, when I see people who are single talk about cheating, I'm like, what the fuck, y'all cheating what?
Right.
Because y'all are not committed to nothing.
Right.
Now I do get it. Now here's the level I do see cheating. If you explicitly say this is what we're gonna do, ABC, and you break that.
Yes.
But most of the time in non-married relationships, people don't even have that conversation.
They don't.
They just around each other all the time, and then somebody assumes something. And if they didn't go as far as to buy a ring and go all the way with it, and y'all ain't had that conversation, that obviously mean they fuck with you. They really do.
Yeah.
But it's other shit going on, and people got to respect that. And if you want it to be a certain way, you got to be upfront and say, this is how I want it to be. If you don't have that conversation, that shit ain't cheating. You ain't committed to nobody. Go have fun.
I struggle with between the way Kraig said. I subscribe to that, man. I'd be under that law for sure. You know what I'm saying? As long as if you purposely misdirect somebody, sending them a direction while you do the opposite, that's foul shit. You know what I mean? But you just living your life. I'm not saying that I am doing this or I'm not doing that. I'm just living, and we sharing space. I feel cool with that, but I feel guilty sometimes, when you even live that one, because women, they just automatically, The minute you have unprotected sex with her, which I agree too, though, so maybe that's a bad.
Which at our age, niggas is getting to that fast. Yeah. Period, point blank, bitch. We made it out to 80s AIDS scare. We made it up out to 90s.
We passed magic, all that.
Bitch, I'm 40, you 40. If I catch it, we both got a good 20 because the medication is incredible. Dying at 60 is not bad.
It's close to average.
I mean, shit. Also, it depends on my connection with the woman.
Yeah.
Because there's certain women you connect with on a deeper level.
Right, I agree.
And them is the ones that damn near hate you when they find out you've been being deceptive because they're so vulnerable with you. And just to find out you treat them like all the other ones. At this point, man, I done lost so many bitches. I'm not scared to lose a bitch. Fuck it. I may not want to lose you, right. But if I'm losing you on some basic human shit that God gave me these feelings to want to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like for instance, if I'm dealing with a chick and we regular smashing and then we don't smash for a couple months, as a woman, if I'm a man you deal with, what you think is gonna happen if we ain't fucking? Or you ain't tending to my need? You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
you think I'm just gonna do? We're not married, so I'm just supposed to do without because you don't feel like whatever. Or you're not even woman or woman enough to be like, look, baby, it's been about 4 or 5 months. I know it's probably something else going on. Once you come back home, or whatever you got to do to get square with somebody when you really like them. Like people just run from those conversations, and I don't understand why.
I think for us, being people of color, I'm just saying we don't really have the freedom that we normally or that we should have because we got so many other things to worry about. A lot of us are in emotional prison. If your woman makes the majority of the money, for example, or if your woman makes half of the money, but that's half of your house, half of your bills, and y'all not married, but one day, the conversation come up or something hitting around you dealing with somebody else, and you get the feeling that if she thought you fucked somebody else, there's gonna be some other decision making going on with her money or whatever's happening moving forward. You know what I'm saying? That you guys got combined. So, you're gonna face losing that house or that car or wherever your position is. And I think people use those things to guide them and how they deal with their woman. Like, I like to be honest, but honesty might fuck around and have me on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Honesty might have me, offer her medical benefits. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, that's some real shit, though.
It's tough.
That's what you got to follow it with however you follow it. I just think it should, however it starts is how it should end. And if it's a change, make the change up front. But you said sometimes you do want to be honest about that change, but you might miss a whole situation.
Right.
Cause I've seen it like all my years, constant relationships. Like I used to have a certain point of view. My point of view has totally changed. I've constant relationships where dudes cheated. They really do from the bottom of their heart care about their woman. But it was just a woompty wham boomty bam for the moment, and it's back to this. They really don't. And they got me questioning, because like I said before on this show, monogamy is, Motown is older than monogamy. Right. Monogamy became a thing in the 60s. Before that, that was never the expectation, ever. Like in the history of human, and it still ain't the expectation in like outside the United States, the rest of the world, they laugh at us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It don't make no sense.
And so I'm not here to say, dude, I'm saying just be like, whatever your program is, you should be cool with your program, and people need to start back to being honest. You know what I mean? Just because a dude does a boomty bump every now and again, don't mean he don't feel a certain way. I've counseled too many relationships where I've seen that not be the case.
But I also agree with Blaze, man. When this honesty shit, it don't be working.
It don't. People making these fantasies up.
It don't be working. I remember, I was honest with a girl. She compared me to her father and her brother.
Ooh.
She said, you're not like my father and my brother. I like men who have those types of that type of temperament. No, bitch, you like a nigga that's docile with you when you're wrong. So here I am. Yeah, the first couple times I came to you and was like, this is what it is, and you didn't listen to me. And now I got to get firmer. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was around her father, I would see her father services her. He services her. He's at her house, cleaning her house, and he talks at a certain tone. So she's a type of motherfucker where
she's the princess.
She's the princess. and she wants to run niggas.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was thinking about that, because they always talk about the single, the woman that was raised without a father, and we know that's a hard woman to really. But the other extreme is the woman that was raised by a father that treated her like the princess,
and that
she couldn't do no wrong. You know what I mean? A lot of them women who was like treated as like the infallible being just because you're my daughter, they be having a hard time adjusting to men because it's not like that. You know what I mean? A dude's you are my queen in a certain way, but it ain't in this Fantasyland Disney kind of way. It's in the human being, earthly kind of way. You don't get it.
A lot of those women think shit is supposed to change based on how they feel. So you want you want what you feel is a flawed reality to change, but you're not willing to change. All the things that need to improve a relationship is based on me changing and everything else changing. You're not doing anything to contribute to this frustration you feel that makes it hard to respect my word as a man because you don't feel a certain way. So now I'm just supposed to bow everything. And like niggas, some of you young niggas just got to be willing to walk away from a bad bitch.
That's the bottom line right there.
Period. And you got to be willing to call her a few bitches on the way out.
It's the women that grow up like that, man. I think it's a firm belief of mine at this point that women do search for men that model their father.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have a daughter, but I always thought that if I had a daughter, she's gonna be best suited for a man similar to me because you know she's gonna grow up doing things that you know daddy in there cooking. I'm gonna go help daddy cook. You know, daddy in the office doing business. I know mommy helping filing this paperwork. I want to do it. You know, they always want to do that. They want to. So the kind of man that would suit her, the kind of man that would compliment her is that kind of a man because the things that she would add to that situation or that relationship, you know, he would really appreciate because he would be like me, you know. So when I meet a woman who does administrative stuff for me, you know, who's about, you know, health and nutrition when it comes to eating or just positive things, you know, that really make me be super me. So I think that's what you can expect from a girl who's actually have a father, whatever he is, whether he's a weenie.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with everything you said except one part. Man is not a compliment for a woman. A woman is a compliment for a man. I feel like that's a very important thing.
I think it's even.
You think so?
I think it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, I think that is the plus and the minus. And what I mean by compliment.
But what do you? So explain it, because I know what symbiotic means, but
it's just fusion.
So what's what a compliment? What is a compliment in relation to what?
Because you need both of them to work. Just like you need a positive and negative charge to work a battery. That's it. You gotta realize masculine is positive, feminine is negative, and it's a combination of the two. Like it's the proton and that neutron that gets the atom spinning, and so you can't put one above the other. So it's true yin and yang, and that's why you need a woman to be totally whole. Right. That's why a man needs to be totally whole. Or if you're not totally whole, at least both of y'all be wanting to be. Let's take this journey together. I'm gonna fuck up, you gonna fuck up, and I'm gonna forgive you for your mistakes. I hope you, as you forgive me for mine, and we do this together. Yeah. You know what I mean? But when so that's how I look at it when it comes to relationships. And also another issue I see when I'm in my counseling with women is the woman who had a father who was present but not present. Right. Meaning daddy will be there, but daddy was always aloof and missing. Right. She generally goes after dudes who are aloof and missing. So she'll be the woman that you'll be cool with, you'll be ready to give her your all in all, but she ain't really fucking with you. She fucking with Playboy over here. That everybody know this nigga. Everybody, we all know the homie that be getting all the chicks. And those be the ones that be attracted to him because usually that's how they daddy was. They daddy had them, they know him, they cool, but daddy wasn't really fucking with them like that because daddy was chasing them hoes when they was kids. Right. And they end up looking for a man chasing them hoes. Right. And then be like, well, all men are this, men are that. No, lady. That's what you're attracted to because you never fix the issues that got put into you by how your daddy treated you. I ain't about to take that because of the kind of niggas you follow.
So compliment, the definition is a thing that completes. But here's the other part that I was hearing in my spirit. Or brings to perfection. The idea that someone to be perfect or to complete you has to be perfect is a flawed way of looking at a spouse. It's the reason why a woman, no matter what man she deals with, can find something wrong with the nigga that's worth her leaving him over. So I don't like the word perfection because people who use the word perfection a lot never really acknowledge their own imperfections. They look for the imperfection in others and use that, in my opinion, as a scapegoat not to do the right thing in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't believe in relationships. I'm at the point where shit, I'm 40. I done been in a couple of them. I would say a bunch, probably about in my adult life, about 4 or 5 serious ones. 3 of them I could have been married. Probably 2 I could go back and marry right now if I want to. But for me, you know, I wasn't taught how to do certain things the right way. So I wasn't taught how to pursue your dreams and goals and still make a bitch happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck on that. So for me, it always came down to I struggle with, can I do what I feel like I was sent here to do in my life and then be with a chick? And that's been my struggle with women. That's why I be having so many options.
Here's how it can work. And this is how I tell people this all the time. And this, a lot of times people, they can see it in others, but they don't want to do it themselves. You know, you was able to voice where your issue is and how, and you was able to trace it back to the root. If you're going to be with somebody, it's going to be a woman that got her own issue in some kind of way. And when both people be like, okay, if you feel she worth it and she feel you worth it, that's where your bond is. Okay, I ain't where I want to be, and you ain't where I need you to be. But let's work on this shit together. Right. And then when you with somebody long enough, you know when somebody really improving. They 6 months later, they ain't doing what they was doing 6 months ago. Right. But like 6 months later, they still doing the same shit. Then now you know to get the fuck up on out of here. Right. But sometimes the bond gotta be, if you fuck with them enough in your heart, the bond gotta be, we're gonna work with each other to get ourselves tightened up. And if that's the bond, you can do it. But if you know your shit ain't tightened up, but you expecting perfection from them, yeah, we got a problem. You're gonna run into because you got y'all equally low. Y'all both fucked up. Both got to be willing to admit it and do something about it.
Yeah. You got to find your match. Just like we talked about that woman whose father was docile or talked to her a certain way. She shouldn't throw those dreams away. She should throw them away when it come to you. Right. She should throw it away when it come to me because she's not going to get that from me. But there's a guy out here because her father. You know what I'm saying? There's more dudes like that.
She should just start fucking her father. I mean, that's...
Come on.
Europeans do it. Fuck your father. Or fuck your trainer, bitch. I
that in Kentucky.
Stupid.
That Kentucky shit.
Yeah, but I think just like they can find a match, you know, we got matches out there too. I think there's a woman out there who says, you know what, Kraig, I don't mind you chasing your dream. You know what I mean? I admire you chasing your dream. And because you dream so big, because your dream is so deep and in depth, I'm almost certain that it's going to take a lot of time. But as long as you can talk to me and tell me that, you know, at a certain point you're going to have time for us, you know what I mean, that it could possibly work out. And it's not a million.
I don't know if it's possible for me. I would like to think, but I've been going at this shit so long. I've never had that long-term support. You know what I'm saying? So my psyche is like, and for me, I ain't chasing it no more. It's here, bitch. So you can't, if it don't work out with me, you can't say I'm chasing the pipe dream and all we gotta do is compare bank accounts, bitch. I'm all right. I'm okay. I promise you, I'm good. So it's like,
nah, you crazy.
But you understand what I'm saying, Blaze? It's like, because what we get from each other, we may not see eye to eye for a little while. That's just gonna be a little while. We may not see eye to eye. That's just for a little while. But what I know I can fall back on with niggas who are built the way I'm built is like, eventually we get past the bullshit. It's like, nigga, I was tripping, dog. Right. And then if you a man, you gotta understand that. With all these battles, with all these battles we fight as black men, when you're trying to do something that ain't normal, fuck that is entertainment. If I wanted to be a magician, or if I wanted to be a fucking a boss on a construction site, you know, it's all type of bullshit we got to put up with that we weren't taught. I wasn't taught a lot of this shit that I've experienced in the last 3 or 4 years. Nobody ever sat me down and taught, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that shit is like, to go through that and come out the other side, like I just have the ultimate, like shit, nigga, if I gotta ride this out by myself and just fuck with you know, bad bitches until the day I die, then that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't know if I believe in that that shit that Dewan got. I don't know if I could do it. I would like to, because I want kids and all that. I would hope I could do it, but I just don't know if it's possible.
Anything's possible, and then sharp and as talented as you are, it's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? Just like certain things fell into your lap in terms of business and terms of ideas, it's gonna happen. But the first time I had a relationship that took me to a different level mentally, man, I was definitely in my 30s already, and I probably, you know, early 30s. But I was with this woman, and you know, we've been dealing with girls since we were 14, 15 years old.
Right.
So I'm dealing with this woman, and this is the first time that I ever felt like I don't see no other women. I didn't change my habits. I didn't change my pattern. I did not go to the club. I did not hang out with certain. I did the same thing that I normally do. My buddy be like, "Hey, did you see them bad ones right there?" I'm like, "No, where?" Oh, okay, yeah. I seen blue shirt and green sweater just because of my security. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not really. And I wasn't trying to be a good boyfriend. I wasn't trying to be some Superman. I just really felt that good. I mean, this woman really complimented me. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You know, the way we exchange, you know, problems, the way we dealt with problems, the way we trade connections with each other in business. You know what I'm saying? You know, she said shit that I thought was weird. I mean, good weird, but you know, she said,
good weird.
Yeah, like, you know,
weird.
Yeah, like
Weird.
Yeah. That's a good one. Like, you know, especially me, from where I'm from, I'm at the city, man. So when a woman say, you know, I'm going to serve you in 30 minutes, dinner will be ready. I'm like, serve. Shit, I come from the area to kind of, you ask a woman to serve you something, nigga, she going to serve you all right.
Right.
That shit going to be all top of your head and, you know what I'm saying, across the room. So, yeah, you know, that was a crazy feeling for me, man. And I think I fought it for a while, and I almost, you know, caused some friction with us because I thought she was playing me or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's got to be some bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about serving me.
It's got to be some bullshit.
Handling my business. I was like, who sent you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think, you know, that's not, you know, like I said, it took me to 30s and it didn't happen 100 times. You know
Right.
But, yeah.
The thing is the vulnerability part, because the perfection part is easy. Blaze, tall nigga, decent looking nigga, got, you know, handle his business, discipline, you know. But what about the imperfect Blaze? Like, is she gonna be in pocket for that? Yeah. That's what I always, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I be wondering with these chicks. Like, what about when you see another side?
Man.
That ain't necessarily saying the right shit that day.
and it's like, really, it takes two people willing to be loyal too. Because it's like I said before, what I have now, that shit took damn near a goddamn decade to hammer out.
Because I'm gonna say bitch. I'm just telling you, it's in me to say bitch. It's in me to say the word bitch. There's certain things I'm going to do.
I think,
and people that know you. You get around people that know you. Like the other day, we talked about on the show how I'd rather have a woman that's slept with 1,000 niggas than one nigga. Because there's 999 niggas that are evidence that is, you got to find your own happiness. If she just fuck with me, she could blame me.
But you got to find your own happiness anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, I'm not literally talking about I want a woman that slept with 1,000 niggas. It's a fucking parable. It's a metaphor for I want a woman that practices accountability.
Yeah.
But the way that my brain is wired, that's how I convey messages sometimes. So to someone who isn't as creative, they may be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Or they may literally think I want a bitch with 1,000 bodies.
Yeah.
So it's just simple shit like that. Like some other motherfuckers communicate more directly. He communicates more directly. You know what I'm saying? Show and I are very similar in the way we think. I feel like you could do both.
I niggas communicate like Smokey Robinson. Got the whole goddamn soliloquy, you know. Damn, but like, nah, but it really requires that directness. But like you said, people got to be willing to fix themselves. I think that's the biggest component to a relationship.
Right.
Because you can write your own rules. Your relationship ain't gonna look like mine. Mine ain't gonna look like yours.
Right.
Every relationship should have its own goddamn rules.
Right.
But people got to be willing to be, but they have to have the character to be accountable to themselves.
Yeah,
because can't nobody give you nothing.
Right.
Can't nobody give you happiness.
That's the number one thing I look.
Can't nobody give you peace. Can't nobody give you shit.
Regardless of what you think about me, ladies, I get up and do what I got to do every day. That's an action that speaks like a parable. It's like you can't question my character, question my willingness to be dedicated to you in something. If you see me being dedicated every day and doing what I say I'm going to do in my own life, that should speak enough to you about what I would do with you if I'm not disrespecting you and I'm treating you the way you should be treated. But a lot of times when certain types of females don't get their way, everything becomes in question now. You don't respect them. You're not a good man. It's like, what about my action says that? The way you feel right now, I know you feel like you're right about what you're saying, but why would you ever put in my mind that you don't trust my decision-making abilities or my character as a man just because you're angry?
See, that again, that's a self-projection, though.
That's
right.
Exactly.
That's a
what
self-projection on you.
Yeah. You let her put that in your mind. What was your mind being open to some shenanigans like that?
I mean,
if your mind is flying high, a gutter thought you can't put nothing in a gutter in my mind if it's flying high.
Right.
You can only put some gutter thoughts in my mind if my mind's in the gutter, or close to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not to say niggas ain't perfect. All of our mind go down to the gutter at some point. You be going through some shit, but you gotta be willing to have that level of accountability when it is like, you know what? Even if you fall victim to it, at some point, if the relationship is gonna last, like, you know what? Hey, I was tripping on some bullshit. Like, you got sometimes be willing to be like, hey, man, hey, I'm sorry, goddammit.
I need a woman that when she get new dick, she can still act the same with me. That you understand what I'm saying? Hey, you can still act the same with me. Go ahead.
What you saying? It's something that Big Mama understood that the women today don't understand. It's something that Uncle John Henry understood that we don't understand. See, Big Mama understood what you was saying. He went up and went to work every day. He paid the bills on time. She didn't have to worry about stuff. He might go out and dibble dabble.
Right.
But home was taken care of first.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? She got the first. If the side woman did get something, it wasn't nothing that was taken away from the family.
Exactly.
And as long as the family was good, Big Mama understood. You know what I mean? Yeah. It ain't, I'm retired one day and I need somebody with me.
Right.
Man.
And at the same time, Uncle John Henry understood some things too, because one thing we don't say is most of them families that had 8 kids, one of them was like a little light skinned motherfucker in the family of chocolates. Yeah, so, right. But even Uncle John Henry knew, nigga, I done been fucking this whole goddamn town. So, I got one of the little babies like the milkman, but it was certain levels of understanding that cats had that I don't think we have right now.
It's a common sense thing, and we all know it ain't common. But, daddy get up and go to work 5-6 days a week.
That's all that
showing
matters.
Consistency and whatnot. He might drink on Sundays, Monday or Tuesday. He might puff a joint from time to time.
He might be mean sometime.
But that joint ain't going to be the money that keep y'all from having lights on. You know what I mean? That drinking ain't going to stop him from, getting up and go to work. It's I think it's the 80-20 thing, man. Long as your 80 is solid, and, don't outweigh your 20.
Them old folks understood, like, my grandfather was mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they understood, like, hey, they be working at the factory all goddamn day. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker, maybe he ain't gonna be all light, and they can look past that as long as business is taken care of. And I think today, sometimes people don't look at the business getting taken care of, and they want everything to like how I look on Disney. Right. Disney ain't real.
Also understanding your issues. Why something got to be wrong with me? Because something is wrong with you.
Well, hey, that's an interesting question because
go ahead.
I think something got to be wrong with me to be fucking with you, and something wrong with you.
I mean, but what I'm saying is the specific thing that's wrong.
Oh yeah.
The common thread is happiness with women. I'm not happy. I'm not feeling happy. I don't feel so. Okay, well, damn. I'm so that's what's wrong with you. But what does that have to do with me? What the fuck did I do to deserve this burden of your happiness? You feel the first time you got happy, I wasn't nowhere around.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you the first time you got happy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
Didn't even know you the first time you got happy.
Whoever was in your life the first time you got happy, they are who should be responsible for that. Your parents, your brothers and sisters, them is the niggas that really know you.
The gatekeeper.
I'm getting to know you through your pussy. I'm getting to know you through your vagina. That's what's deepening our connection is our physical. So I know when you come and you're happy. I know when you orgasm and you're happy. I know when I take you out to eat, you're happy. I know when I'm doing things for you, you're happy. So I should really only be responsible for my actions and what I do to, I guess, try to make you happy. But for the actual happiness, was what I feel is going on is you are so addicted to happiness and that dopamine, however you say it, release, you're burning yourself out on this hormone. And every time you get happy, it's taking more to make you happy because because you're burning yourself out from you're getting used to whatever established your happiness in the past. So every time, in order to get you happy the next time, I got to do more and more. Before, I used to just be able to give you a hug, kiss you, tell you it was beautiful. So for 6 months, that works. Then after 6 months, I got to kiss you, give you a hug, tell you beautiful, and now we got to go to dinner. Yeah. Then 6 months after that, I got to kiss you, hug you, tell you you're beautiful, go to dinner. Now we got to go to Hawaii. Yeah. Now it's always something added. So I'm chasing something that ain't.
Now we need a walk-in closet.
Now we need a walk-in closet. So at what point, especially when you find that dream girl, the woman that you think is that's my speed. But at what point do you put your foot in the dirt and say, baby, this is not healthy? Chasing happiness is not healthy. It's going to give me a stroke one day, and it's going to possibly drive you crazy one day.
You got this again. It goes back to that universal law of just humanity. Whatever you want, you got to give yourself. Can't nobody give you happiness. That's gonna be a constant pursuit, and you never gonna catch that motherfucker. Right. You gotta find your own. Because who gave you happiness when you was a baby sitting in the crib with no one around? You were just sitting there giggling. Right. You know how to give yourself happiness when you was in that crib. Baby smile for no goddamn reason. It's raining outside. What the fuck you smiling for? Nigga, we ain't got no bills. They don't give a fuck. Baby smile. Oh, you know what I mean?
Block Sarah said you can make a person happier, not happy.
You can give someone a temporary rush that's on top of the happiness that they already give. Right. But it's only gonna matter when they've already given themselves that, because the hole is already filled by what they've given themselves. Right. You put some shit on top and made it great. Right. But if your shit goes, they happiness still gonna be there. That'll be gone for a little bit. They'll be a little bit heartbroken. Right. But if you know how to give yourself happiness, but that's what makes a relationship work. Once you understand, as much as you love that person, as much as you down for them, as much as everything you need, they can't give you happiness. When you understand that cuts off half your arguments.
Yeah, well, happiness is not what we should be. I mean it shouldn't be that big of a thing to chase anyway. We should want to maintain positivity, you know what I'm saying, within ourselves and with each other. You know, happiness is somewhere along the lines of pleasure. And pleasure and positivity are two different things. They're not to be confused. You know what I mean? Hey. You know, pleasure is a flickering light. You know, positivity is a solar energy, man, and that you maintain that and you feed that, you know what I mean, that, you know, it can stay lit and, you know what I mean, stay bright, as opposed to happiness. You know, you're happy one day to another and it changes, it varies.
Just treat me the same after you fuck that other nigga, bitch. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
It's stupid.
I mean, that's just the bottom line, man, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's just the reality. If you really fuck with me, I mean, not too many people can handle that, but just treat me the same. You know what I'm saying? When that other nigga stop answering the phone, I'm gonna still answer the phone. That's a solid man. You know what I'm saying?
Does it make you happy when your girl comb your beard?
Does it look like your girl ever combed his beard?
Oh, that's cool.
You got the Sherelle twist in right now.
Sherelle.
That nigga wasn't playing. That nigga put spritz on his edges.
Somebody said Kraig heard about his hoe. Which one? Why do you niggas assume I got one bitch? Are you fucking crazy, my nigga? That's what that niggas, the motherfuckers will always assume what makes them greater than you. Nah, nigga, just because you thinking that way, no, my nigga. If you think I got one bitch, are you fucking crazy, you retarded ass nigga? You really think your girl is only having sex with you? Do you really believe that?
That's funny.
Some people do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily think about it. Only time I think about it is when a chick I've been smacking for a while, when they start doing different shit. It's like, what is the point, bitch? It ain't gonna work out with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just go and get some new dick, you know what I'm saying? And make yourself happy.
Yeah, happy. Come on back. Huh?
And let's keep eating these chicken wings and going to watch the game on Sundays.
Is that too much to ask?
I mean, why? But why? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I just want too much in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, like I'm just around here with one woman. One day I will be, though.
My thing is this: if that's not what you want to do, that's beautiful. Don't do it. No, I mean, I really do believe like the monogamy is for a small few. I mean, if throughout history it's never really been a thing, and it's still anything throughout most of the world, who wrong? How the hell we right if we a small percentage of the world that does it? Now I do believe it is right for certain people. Like some dudes like myself, I ain't got time to be talking to a bunch of different chicks no more, remembering all kind of shit. Yeah. In my 20s, that was cool. Ain't no way that shit is not appealing to me at all now. But it's some cats that they never gonna be cool with being with one chick. Don't lie to yourself, man, because there's all kind of women out there who got their own plan. They may be independent. They just need the woompty wamps and a little bit of security, a little bit of fun, and they good.
You know, some people are out here playing different women, and that's like what that's what they about.
Yeah.
And then you got certain niggas like me. That ain't necessarily what I'm about. It's just the environment of today's. It's just the environment I'm in. You understand what I'm saying? Being an entertainer, there's a lot of proving ground that you have to cover for yourself to feel adequate about certain things, and then for people to trust that you could do certain things as a man, like for a woman to trust that you could provide and all that other stuff. When she finds out you're an entertainer, you know, it's almost like a hole you got to crawl out of. You know what I'm saying? And in the process of crawling out of that hole, I guess I would say, there's other women, multiple women that like to kind of grab you and pull you out the hole and help you out. Where, you know, if this was 20 years ago, it probably would have been one woman trying to pull you out the hole.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And like being a card reader, I always know certain people's personality are not gonna ever be like, if a person's like a king of diamonds, they never gonna be faithful.
Right.
Like I did a reading yesterday. Some people called me, and I didn't know his girl was on the phone. He didn't tell me. I pulled his. No, I'm thinking I'm just reading him. I pull up the card. I see a king of diamonds come up. I said, somebody in your relationship is cheating. I said, is that what's going on? He was like, I guess you know now. I was like, oh, she on the phone? Ooh. He didn't tell me she was on the phone. I would have masked it a different way. But when I pulled that card, I knew he was cheating because I know what that card does.
Said Kraig get lost digging in his nose.
But like it's like it really goes to show you some people got certain personalities. Certain people got certain personalities where they're never gonna be monogamous.
That was me. I said, man, this nigga full of shit. You ain't trying to play it off.
I hung up.
I'm gonna get my call.
One thing I know about me though, I'm not a cheater. I know that about me. I'm not a cheater.
It's certain cards who like a king of diamonds male is never gonna be monogamous. He'll be a great father, but he never gonna be a monogamous person.
Yeah.
King clubs like me, we gotta be married. King clubs people, it's just different personality types, and like when you start to really, and if you don't read cards, if you just go read a psychology book, all the shit say the same thing. It's different personality types for different people.
Right.
And you just got to get in touch with your personality.
Right.
Because it's a woman, there are a plethora of women out there for every single personality type and vice versa. For every woman that got it's some dudes that do want women that smash 1,000 niggas. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because some niggas don't want to make the shit. They want to know that everybody else approve. It's people who out there like that. Right. If you that kind of nigga who literally like that, There's plenty of women out there that done smashed 1,000 niggas. Go have your pick.
See, some people only believe what works for other people. That ain't me. I believe in what I work out. I'm a nigga that's about to work. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was working a regular job, I'm up 3 a.m., 2 a.m. sometimes, and I'm working. I figure it out in it. You feel what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers wait on it, see how, you know. So for me, I need to find a woman that understands that work aspect, that I'm going to be up relentlessly grinding and to grab me by the collar or you know what I'm saying, tap me and sit me down. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of nigga I go, man, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm trained to go. Smitty trained me to go. If you want something in life, you can't play with it. Yeah. Get to it, nigga. And I feel like that's tough in the dating world, you know what I'm saying, is finding. I don't know how it's been for you, Sho, because you are very similar to me with that. You go. You go. I feel like you found your fit with like that. Fit with that. Your girl understands you. She just lets you have at it.
Yeah, facts, bro. I feel like I never wanted the girl that just sit in the room being pretty. You feel what I'm saying? Right, she gotta be pretty and working. You feel what I'm saying? Like if she ain't working, like, or why is she in the room with me? You know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of thing she was already doing before we even, you know what I'm saying, got together. She was the one who got me out my shell.
His mic going in and out.
It's his beard.
So she was the one that basically got me out the circle. Was like, you got to go to events. You know what I'm saying? So when I start going to events, everything you show from the internet. You know what I'm saying? So it was just other things and pieces of the puzzle she had that I did, and vice versa. You know, so when we came together, it was just like, oh shit, we could do this shit together. Yeah. So it was just like it's just like for me, I need a hustler. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be with me, you know what I'm saying? Be a part of the dream. I don't need nobody, just observing, just trying to be cute. Like, that shit just...
Y'all found y'all groove.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hell of a groove. They got a groove like a motherfucker.
That's dope.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, get into the groove, man. I probably sound like... I don't know what I sound like to some of you bros, but... you're fucking with me.
You're fucking for free.
You're fucking for free. That's funny to the
Yeah, you ain't digging nothing about this.
You gotta learn what to charge a woman too, though, because some women money ain't it. You gotta charge them something, but it ain't always got to be a dollar.
What can it be?
It could just be charging me up. I charge you to charge me up.
That's your fee.
That's my fee. Just say some positive shit to me. One time I had a chick tell me that I'm not good with words of affirmation. I didn't even know what the fuck it meant when she said it. I said, bitch, just tell me some positive shit. What the fuck come on affirmation? Charge me up. That's one thing that it would pay. That's currency to me, is a woman just being positive and saying, you can do it, or, I know that was dope. You know what I'm saying? And then giving me feedback. For me, that's currency.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of times you second guess yourself when you're out here trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah.
And to be that one bitch with a ass that's a little bigger than your girl's, and she will say some positive stuff. Look, Ebony, like, you got this. Ebony said, you got this. I'm moving to Seattle, Ebony. Give me that second room, man. We can be together, but we can't sleep in the same bed. I sleep wild. No, but
Ebony gonna treat you like one of her students.
Yeah. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was actually, I had a gentleman he's the older guy, so on our second date, I asked him, I was like, are you really telling me the truth? And he told me that I don't know you well enough to lie to you.
I can see that.
Is that like a...
That was real shit.
Yeah.
There's only two things gonna make me lie to a woman. It got to be about some serious money, or she got to scare me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I ain't met too many women to scare me.
The worst is when the chick think you lying and you're not lying. Like, to me, that's how you know if you got somebody solid. Cause your shit should be so solid that even if she's questioning it,
to give you benefit of the doubt
based on your character.
Right. The one that think you lying even though you're not, that's the motherfucking liar.
Right.
That's a reflection on herself. Why you so hung up on some bullshit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's because you are full of shit like that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because she's letting the other dick change how she's treating me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank.
Hell yeah. When people ask certain shit, that tell you a little bit about them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ever been around some niggas and you like, hey, hold on real quick, man. Let me make sure ain't nobody stole my wallet. Ain't anybody stole my wallet, huh? Nigga, what kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't be around motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
Hear no shit like that.
Yeah, man. Just, But anyway, what you got for a show?
Oh, what I got for you? All right, so Jay Cruz, man. I believe he on 92.3 The Beat or one Power 106. He on one of them goddamn stations. Shout out to him, though.
Wherever you are.
Yeah. So how would you
In the
feel?
universe.
So how would you feel if you were planning a wedding, right? And then something bigger came up, like to where you couldn't
Like
control.
DeJuan?
Craig thought he said a booger came up. I said, no, you all right.
It's a
It
booger
was
came
both
up.
my fingers.
That's DeJuan, ain't it?
So look, so basically what happened was, dude flew out his family, his girl's family, all to this event where he was gonna marry his girl on stage, right?
Proposed
Yeah, he said marry. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he meant propose, marry, but he said marry, bro.
Nigga try to marry at an open mic?
Yeah.
karaoke night.
The funny thing is, dude, so this is the time Offset brought a gang of roses to Cardi B on stage. So it just fucked up all the plans. Like, so basically, like his in-laws and all of them, I was waiting for the wedding. It never happened. He said, so you got bumped? She was like, yeah. He's like, why did you get bumped? He's like, shit, I was a fucking nobody. I didn't even get verified on Instagram yet. Nigga, I'm not Offset. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that just shows you the stardom.
Hold on. So what you saying is he had a whole shindig planned, but the shindig got bumped to the side because Offset decided to give somebody some flowers at that same event.
Apologize for cheating at that event. Remember?
So also he was gonna propose. It was another event going on.
No, it was it was the same event. It was the same event. So I think it was like Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. It was
Rolling Loud. Okay.
Yeah, it was Rolling Loud. So Offset got caught cheating or whatever, but he wanted to do his apology at this Rolling Loud concert where dude was about to propose or get married to his wife at.
So how did that interfere with his proposal?
He was just like, they just stopped everything that he was supposed to do and just made Offset the bigger shit.
The venues also hook him up with some the venues also give him a certain level of accommodation that he paid for or whatever.
Exactly.
And then they said, "Fuck you, Offset is doing what he did," and so his old shindig got canceled.
Oh
yeah.
They basically get his money back.
And I don't think they gave the nigga his money back. He didn't even mention that. He was just like, damn, man. He was like, I bought her family, my family out, and the shit just didn't never happen.
Man.
Is that how are you supposed to propose that way, bringing her family out and your family out?
I'm thinking, he said married, and those actions he took, that's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of coordination to get all these people out here.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
but why would you do that? Try to do that in front of a bunch of motherfuckers that don't give a fuck.
That's why one of my favorite things to watch. I remember I was at a UCLA game one time when somebody proposed. Somebody stopped the game to propose,
right?
And she said no. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm coming to watch a basketball game. I don't know the fuck you. Why are you proposing in front of me?
Right.
I'm trying to watch the Dodgers.
Right.
So when people get turned down in public, that shit is great. I love it. That shit is like, 'cause that's attention. Is it real? Because the real relationship is between
Where did you
people.
propose?
In my damn house.
Really? How'd you do it? Y'all was already living together?
Yeah, I went and got the ring and
And they took some ketchup and
I was at the house.
Wrote it on the steak.
This nigga Kraig guy didn't get married because he put the ring on his nose and accidentally sniffed it by mistake.
So you was in the house.
I was in the house.
How you set it up?
And then get the whole, will you marry me? She said, yeah. Then 6 months later, we was married. You know what I mean? Just straight up uneventful. We didn't spend that much money on a wedding. Yeah. You know what I mean? Still married. You got motherfuckers spending $100,000 on a wedding.
Real shit.
But so I think when you start doing so, I'm not saying everybody's fake, because some people genuinely like people around. But a lot of people, when they want to do all that in front of everybody, that shit's just a show.
It's a show. It's a fucking show. I agree.
And especially when the answer is no, that's the guarantee that it was a show, because you didn't even know this person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
you really don't even care.
Right. And you tried to use this crowd or this event to give you support, to give you leverage with the answer you're hoping for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only time I respect the public show was when Leroy went down to seventh heaven and said, "Can you teach me some moves?" That's the only time I liked that shit from The Last Dragon. That's the only time.
Seventh Heaven, ain't that a TV show?
Yeah. And I remember when Leroy went to seventh heaven and he had the flowers and a white suit and he was like, "Can you teach me some moves?"
So
like,
how you gonna
that shit was
propose?
dope.
Huh?
How you gonna propose?
On my knee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Where?
Shit, I really
You know you got bad knees, nigga. You better have a knee brace on.
Nah, for me,
In front of a DJ booth.
Nah, but see, my girl, she got a thing of like she like giraffes, my nigga. So I kind of want to
Do it on the back of a giraffe.
nah.
Who the fuck got a giraffe, Courtney? You crazy, nigga.
of a giraffe.
Nah, it's a wine safari where they have like animals and shit like that. You know what I mean? Where I might want to do it like something like that. You know what I mean?
You gonna do it soon?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow?
Shit, if I you already know that. If I had the ring today, nigga, I'd do it tomorrow, nigga.
For real?
Hell yeah.
You know what size ring she wear?
Yup.
What size?
8.
Hell yeah. What's going on, sir? Huh? Oh shit. The mouse done fucked up.
Oh damn.
Show's next. He'll be married soon.
You already know.
Stay tuned for that.
You gonna write your vows out?
I'll get married on an episode of Kraig Facts.
Let's do it.
Doom, doom, doom,
Doom, doom,
doom,
doom, doom, doom, doom, doom.
I just feel like if you got a
doom.
solid person that ride with you, man, and like y'all equally yoked, man, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people raised different, you know.
So equally yoke mean like both y'all on swole?
Y'all both girl 75?
Said, bitch, let me see you do this. Let me see you do this, bitch. Okay, let me see. All right, we equally yoked, bitch. Girl.
Nah, but ring shop.
Pick up them 75s.
Hey, ring shop. See, the funny thing is, man, I was gonna like the person who I was gonna bring was my Uncle Mac. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just like trying to figure it out. Right. I'm on that shit, like how much you should spend on a ring, or like, you know what I'm saying, like what to look for. You know, I ain't never did this shit before. You know what I'm saying? And then for me, my Uncle Mac, that nigga had weddings before. You know what I'm saying?
Weddings.
You know what I'm saying? So that nigga was a professional. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn. So now it's like, you know, it's like nigga, they're trying to figure it out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what you think you're gonna spend 5, 10? You think it's important to have I mean, because everybody girl different, you know. Your girl.
Nah, it's the style, like more the style. Like, see, my girl, she want moissanite. For the simple fact is, like, she
What night?
Moissanite.
What is that?
That's not
fake Jews.
It's like it's not something that's involved like blood diamonds and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because you know, people from Africa lose their arms and you know shit like that, dying for fucking diamonds. So she was like, I ain't into that shit. So you know,
So maybe
Moissanite.
yeah.
Oh, that's the name of a stone.
Yeah.
Moissanite or cubic zirconia, fake Jews.
Yeah.
Not real.
Okay. They say you're supposed to spend 10% of your yearly earnings on a ring. Is that accurate, Dwayne?
It depends.
I just told my wife to go pick out what she wants. Shit, and I buy it. I wasn't in all
That's
that.
easy as fuck.
I like
Now
that. She got a particular eye, and she know what she like.
Yeah.
I ain't about to stress myself out.
Now that's how you get 100% satisfaction.
Man, you feel me?
Ain't no complaints there with she
Yeah, he
chose.
never lied.
They said moissanite is a gay stone.
So let me ask you. If she picked it out, right? Like, I'm just trying to. If she picked it out, how did you propose? Like,
I still bought it. I mean, she picked it out. I still bought it. Then I did the proposal. You know what I mean? And all the extra shit.
God,
You know what I mean? So if you want to do extra shit, that's cool too. But if she fuck with you, just, you know. The biggest thing when it comes to getting married, people be focused on the wedding day. Wedding day ain't shit.
right?
You know, wedding day go by so goddamn fast. You be planning, and that shit happen. I still ain't even looked at our wedding photos yet. We about to be at year number 9 in a couple months. I still haven't even seen them hoes.
Damn.
You know what I mean? The wedding day go by fast.
Right.
It's all about living your marriage. It's about having motherfucking fun when you get home. When you get home, that shit's supposed to be like fucking summer camp.
Right.
You're supposed to be having fun. If you ain't having fun, then it's trash.
Right.
But you get to them trash ass marriages when people focus on the wedding. Man, fuck the wedding. Now if you got the money to do it, but if you ain't got the money, don't worry about it. Like at one day when my money get really where I want it to be, I ain't against going back and renewing vows with my wife and giving her the romantic thing that she really wanted. Right. You know what I mean? But I couldn't afford when we got married. But man, fuck that day. That day ain't shit. Yeah. It's all about living it's about living and being a good husband and her being a good wife. That's what it's about.
And what vows are supposed to mean? Like
whatever, create your own vows. Now, you know, you can do those. There's too. That's cool too. But you always modify. You could take those vows in general and then say your own thing. Whatever y'all two agreement is, those are your vows, man. Again, fuck they vows too.
So when niggas say renew they vows, is this some shit that could have happened in a relationship where a nigga fucked up on? Was like, oh, I gotta add this in there too. Let me go ahead and add this in there.
I know this one dude. This nigga, I ain't gonna say no how I know him because people will know exactly what I'm talking about. This dude had he had a renewal of the vows. It was down in Long Beach on the water in one of the restaurants. Everybody wearing white and shit.
Right.
Like one of them goddamn
we
movies.
Know who he is now.
We waiting all this shit. You know, everybody there, pastor there. And it was a good day, great day. 2 months later, we found out that nigga had a 3-year-old on the side.
He was there trying to pay for forgiveness.
So we clocked it back because they had been planning that out for a while. When they finally decided to do it, we kind of just turned out in our mind, he had been saying he gonna do it for this long. That nigga started planning that shit when he knew he had another one coming.
Wow.
Like, shit. So you got niggas be doing slick shit like that too.
He was trying to save face. Or trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah, that's a wild nigga.
I got the one first since you already done it. What was the feeling or the thought that propelled you into marriage? What was the thing that happened in your situation that made you say, fuck this, I gotta marry her now?
I knew that early. But like, look, I had a cheat code for me though. And that's why I don't look at myself as any better. I had a cheat code. I had my dad.
Yeah. So
my dad taught me real young what to identify in a woman that makes her marriage material. So when we was in high school, I saw qualities in her. Even though we weren't together, we were friends. I saw qualities in her back then. Then when we got into college, you know, she went to college on the East Coast. I stayed here. You know, I saw qualities, and then but we was just friends. But then like when we got together, and then I saw that, you know, she was the quality I assumed she was when we were single. The minute I saw she was that quality, I said, "Oh, fuck the rest of them brides. I'm marrying her." Because Pops told me, when you find one that got these things and you know she got your back, you know, you done gone through a couple things. When I got with my wife, I was going from having good money to no money. Right. I mean, nigga was going broke. Right. I mean, for real. She stuck with me through some bullshit. Right. So I'm like, man, if she can stick with me through filing bankruptcy, losing the house, all this shit, like my dad's voice rang in my ear. When you find someone that stick with you through some bullshit, you better pounce because they don't come along too often. So it was more so, wasn't one thing. It was, okay, I got to see her loyalty through a protracted period of time. And then it matched what I assumed about her back before I knew her like that. Right. And then it was like, okay, it's time to pounce. Now, yeah.
What about you, Sho? Anything that particularly happened that made you say, oh, man, this is it?
Yeah, bro. You know, just for one, bro, just helping me from basically kind of like what Duran said. You know what I'm saying? When I ain't have shit, you know what I'm saying? She always had my back. You feel what I'm saying?
It can't be what Dewan said. That's a whole different.
No, I'm saying like, I'm talking about like struggle wise. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas been there when niggas, like she been there when niggas didn't have money. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out, nigga. It was a time, bro. We was trying to get it out them, like nigga trying to find where we left blunt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Or you trying to just make enough money to smoke that day? You know what I'm saying? She up there putting the change together, like, hey, get some Swizzers or get some. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just. Like shit like that helping me build my radio station, my brand, nigga, the Real DJ Show, like everything that we built together. And then not just that, bro, like when we out, bro, we have fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like big ass kids. Like, you know, nigga, we play fucking video games together, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, not too many women gonna go out there and play video games and play God of War or.
Would you say that she's like maybe the biggest addition to your life or the thing that really makes you be the best you can be?
Yeah, definitely.
And what particular did she add to?
The hustle ideas, bro. Like no other woman I got money with ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? No other, like when it's like, damn, bro, like it's like you rap, I rap, you act, I act. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like we compliment each other and we sharpen each other's skills. You know what I mean? And it's like not too many women could do that. Like they might be doing something totally different, but we like twin flames, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's interesting in the sense that all of us do. You know, all of us have talents and skills, and we all imagine ourselves with somebody similar to us. But that also is the conflict too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You got a woman who's a comedian too, or a woman who's a public speaker too, and you know, so it's like a gift and a curse. But I guess like in your situation, man, where it just works.
Yeah,
you know, that's the best part of it, man. So that got to be dope.
And she rap better than me, so I ain't no hater. I tell niggas like you niggas heard it. Like I'm like, I rap nigga, but she harder than me.
Yeah.
So it ain't no jealousy, animosity, no like you know what I'm saying. I'm like, go do that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we both, and then not just that, like we motivate each other. Yeah. You know, whether it's business or love. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have it, she had it, or vice versa. We'll figure out how to get it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a short show today. We're gonna wrap it up, man. I got to get this spot cleaned up for something tomorrow. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we get back, more Kraig Facts. We'll be right back.
Hold on.
What's up?
My mouse. Hold on.
Your mouse ain't working? Oh, shit, man.
Hold on.
Mouse
I got
is not in the house.
my God,
I'm sorry.
man.
That's why I got the charger. Okay.
Seraphina.
Here we go.
We'll be right back. I'm tired of people not saying what it is, man.
I'm a director. Hey, I'm a director. Places everybody.
You look great today.
Thank you.
I mean, this is practically like selling blueberries. Is it illegal to sell blueberries?
No.
So why would it be illegal to sell a Godoji berry?
You're right.
Be illegal to give a guy blue balls, but you didn't do that, dude. So we're good.
Yeah, exactly like he said. We're good. You know, we're good.
We're gonna beat this.
We're gonna beat it. You have the ability to go back to life as you know it, starting tomorrow. You don't just have a shot. You have a surefire bullseye.
That's what I like to hear.
Why would somebody go to jail over selling a Godoji berry? Do you know what I mean? Is it illegal to eat berries? I think not. Is it illegal to sell whatever you want to sell?
I mean, I know I said things that they could do that they may not possibly be able to do, but there are good things that this berry does. There's oxidants. They oxidate in the body. They bring oxygen.
You are a capitalist, all right? You're a capitalist. You're Ben Franklin with a rat tail.
This table is
We're gonna get you out of here.
I'll
Okay.
chest bump you so hard.
Listen, no, you're an incredible asset to this company, but I need you to just be
I'm more of a boob.
more on the quiet side
More of a
today
boob
when you're
guy,
in here.
but yeah, I'm down.
Just be a little bit more on the quiet side, and we're gonna be good.
We got this, dude. My dad owns this corporation.
His dad actually does own the court, so and you got me. Does it look like there's any nervousness in
Nah,
there?
you don't look nervous at all.
No.
Matter of fact, you're calming me down. I'm calm, man.
Take some of it. Just take some. I want you to picture that you're driving through the park. There's a little bit of a speed bump, okay? That's what happens. You got to go a little slow. But then you get back on the freeway and you start gunning it again, okay?
Right.
This court case is a little bitty speed bump, all right? But you're going to get out of the non-speeding zone and you're going to be back on the freeway in no time.
Dude, we got this, all right?
Yeah.
I'm a professional dude, and I got this, and you got this, and you got this. We all got this, dude.
Is he intoxicated?
Yeah, he's probably been drinking, but don't worry about him. By the time we get to the court, he's going to be very, very relaxed. He's going to be sedated.
And this works. What you guys have has worked
His
before.
dad actually owns this courtroom, which is crazy. That's why, even though he's kind of a burnout, he's doing us a favor by being here with us. The judge is going to see him, and he's going to say, it's almost like a subtle nod.
8 years!
What? 8 years?
Dude, he's like 23. He's not 8, you stupid judge, dude. Stupid.
Court adjourned.
Your Honor, this is my first case, okay? If you do this to me, I'm gonna be moving back in with my mother, okay? And I haven't had sex in 4 years, and when I got this case, Your Honor, I had sex for the first time. It was a prostitute, but I still had the confidence to initiate a conversation with her.
Phyllis?
He can be a good representative for Black Americans everywhere. I've seen the Gadoji Berry Farm, and it is something to die for. Your Honor, we can take you on a free ride there.
This is a party foul, dude. This judge is a big party foul. Do you even go to parties? Like,
Get him out my courtroom, court adjourned. 8 years. Out my face.
You're a fucking...
I'm not 8 years old either, dude.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, okay? I'm gonna fucking slit your throat, and I'm gonna cut out your insides, and I'm gonna stick them inside of a piñata, and I'm gonna hit it with a baseball bat over and over and over, okay?
Only thing I'm dying over are these new memes about freaking boomers, dude.
Let me tell you a story about my client, okay? There was a man named Samuel Beckett. He was in a wheelchair. He was paralyzed from the neck down from birth, okay? This guy, every single day, his mother would have to give him a sponge bath. He was in his 30s. It was the saddest thing you would have ever seen. They would bathe him. He smelled bad. He couldn't even talk. His tongue actually hung out of the side of his mouth like a golden retriever on 100-degree weather. It was the saddest thing you could have ever seen. It was almost like he was completely hopeless. My client right here, at the Gadoji farm, he wheeled him in his bathtub. He installed wheels on the bottom of the bathtub, and he lifted it up like a wheelbarrow while his tongue was hanging out of the side of the porcelain. And he took him to the Gadoji farm, and he gave him a Gadoji berry, and it cured him. This was us playing offense, trying to score a touchdown, okay? Now we're just on defense, okay? This doesn't mean you're gonna get 8 years in jail, okay? I need you to trust me.
What's going on, sucker MCs? This is a short episode today. Quick emergency. We got to shut down. Can't really talk much about it. But we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? We love and respect y'all. Appreciate y'all roasting us. We got some dope shit planned this week. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. See that Rod's pregnant. Not by me, nigga. Not by me, man. Wish the best. Wish y'all the best. See y'all tomorrow, man. God, God, God.